let's have a look at our predictions, shall we? You'll hear two voices, but obviously the one here is speaking. The one there we don't care about. Let's have a little look at back at the stream. It's 25 minutes long. I'll probably skip through a lot of it because I'm probably talking nonsense for half of it. But let's have a look at what we predicted. Right, so, group stage first. Switzerland, Turkey, Wales. I think I put Italy top, obviously. No, I think Italy would. I think we were pretty. Did we put Turkey second? I think Italy and Turkey. Let's skip that group. Let's skip that bit a little bit forwards. Perfect. Yeah, good job. I like that one. Good group. Good group. Good group. Most popular. The real one's muted. Shut up. We're skipping that. We're skipping that. But that was too fair. If you go back, everyone thought that was the most popular thing. You could see in this on the website who or what put what, and this was the most popular pick. It was the most popular. I think everyone actually had. Not everyone had Turkey as a dark horse because, to be honest with you, same shirt. It is the same shirt. What's that all about? I just don't wash. Obviously, this is like a month ago, chat. Before you start asking questions, everyone kind of had Turkey, didn't they? As a team that would get through but wouldn't do well. I mean, Switzerland and Wales. We didn't expect Switzerland to be good. Wales are Wales. Let's be honest here. Why are you watching your own stream? This is why I sub. Wales bottom horrid. I think most put Turkey second. Yeah, a lot of them did. JJ, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. You filmed your video earlier today, changing your predictions. Yes, this is today. I've grown my hair out. But thank you, JJ, for the follow. Massively appreciate it. Not planned, just don't wash. Possibly that as well. What do you think of Messi's 50% cut? To be fair, I think we can talk about football in general. By the way, guys, this isn't just a Euro stream. Obviously, the title is a Euros. But if you guys ask about transfers, there'll be talks of transfers and all that in the stream. I'm not going to not answer your non-Euro topics. But Messi's cut, I think, is actually it's so damning of the league that when he goes, La Liga will crumble. La Liga will just crumble. I won't be shocked by it. It will happen. There is 0% chance financially La Liga survives if when Messi retires. He just won't. Yeah. Like, why am I dropping frames? What's this all about, huh? Why am I dropping frames? What clown's doing that to me? Why am I dropping frames? What's going on? What are you playing at? Why am I dropping frames? Huh? Brilliant. I'm dropping frames, chat. Why am I dropping frames? Go away. I think it should be okay. I'm hoping the PlayStation down the other end is not on downloading Warzone. There might be an issue. If someone's turning the PlayStation down the other end, it could be downloading Warzone. Let me just get that. Let me go check the PlayStation, chat. That's my number one excuse. Let me go down there 1 second, chat. I think it's resolved. I think we've resolved it. The PlayStation wasn't on. I'm not sure what went wrong. But yeah, basically, it's so damning by his finances. Barca and Real trying to cut the wages. Yeah. I'm knackered. I ran down the garden. Ran up the stairs. Don't know why I sprinted. Didn't need to sprint. To be honest with you, didn't need to sprint. But yeah. Whew. What a day. But yeah, honestly, in terms of wages for Barca, I think it's just absurd. Like, if you think about it though, the whole Super League thing was to finance these clubs that are in massive debt. So what do Real Madrid go and do? They go and buy Alaba for 400 grand a week. Like, what's the point? What's the point in that? Like, it's ridiculous. And there was rumours that to fund Messi's contract, other clubs were going to help fund it as well. If that happened, or if that was ever true, that shows how bad the league is. Like, think about it. That's like... it's not even comparable in the Premier League, because there's not one player that defines the Prem. Like, what player would you say defines the Premier League, chat? There isn't one, is there? Like, if Kane was to go abroad, there'd be other players. If De Bruyne was to go abroad, there'd be other players. There's not one. Whereas in Spain, the league is Messi. It was Messi and Ronaldo. When that's cut by 50%, La Liga probably felt the impact of that financially. When Messi goes, they'll I'm no financial expert, but by what all the rumours say and everything else, when Messi goes, Barca don't make any money. They make like 50% loss. 50% less, money than with Messi, which is absurd to think about. Like, that's like Mark Noble retiring next season, West Ham going in debt because of Mark Noble. It's not going to happen, but it could. But it's stupid if it does. Atletico's doing well, yeah, but they want Griezmann. I think Atletico Madrid want Griezmann for a Sal swap, but Sal's already on his way out of the club, so they're trying to get Antoine Griezmann in. I don't really know why. Look at the curtains. The curtains are beautiful. They are beautiful curtains. I think my mum made them, actually. I think my mum made these curtains. I'm in the spare bedroom, so it's not the pinnacle of fashion or interior design in this room, but handmade curtains are one. PS4 in the garden, yeah. I have a cabin down in the garden, my PS5 is. What do you think of Hermoso and Sal swap deal for Griezmann? Oh yes, didn't even see that comment. Didn't know Hermoso was involved in it. I didn't know he was involved in that. Super League was trying to help Barca and Real hold on. Yeah, pretty much. I think everyone kind of knows. I think every league is jealous of the Premier League. They just are. If every club had if every country had a Sky Sports equivalent, then everyone would be rich. But obviously, TV money is huge, and the Premier League is just financially superior, and it will never not be, because the Super League will never happen. I don't think, anyway. Liga wages, yeah. Liga about to go to the wall, yeah. Liga being done by their TV money, I think, is going down like 50% at least. I think so. They're going downhill a little bit in terms of Liga, but Liga teams are signing some good players this year. Liga has some good players in the league, so we could see the football going up but the money going down. I'm not sure they'd have to sell. I mean, PSG are buying everyone for free transfers, like 5 million a week. But yeah, imagine if Messi leaves and win the Champions League. Yeah, PSG have 9 goalkeepers. Yeah, I mean, I think Areola's coming to us, which is a really good signing for us if he comes in. I think Fabianski will be our Europa League goalkeeper, and then Areola will be the first choice, I would say. Room tour, mate. I was thinking of doing a room tour / Q&A for my 1,000 subs on YouTube. I was thinking of doing like a setup tour, because here, and then you can also see what I mean when I go down the garden and see my PlayStation. When I say going down the garden, you'll see what I mean, rather than me just saying going in the garden to see my PlayStation. It's not just sat there in the middle of the grass. It's in the room. It's also revealed Hermoso was there. Interesting. The premise is so clear. Yeah. I mean, financially, it will be. It is going to be, isn't it? Of course, it will be. Daz, welcome back to stream. How you doing? Who do you think will start, Navas or Donnarumma? Donnarumma. 100% Donnarumma starts. There's not a question about it. Donnarumma clearly starts over Navas. You don't buy Donnarumma for him to play in the Champions League only or the League Cup only. Like, you just don't. He's just going to be their number one. It's not a question about it. It will happen. I don't know where it goes. I don't know where Navas will even go. Would Navas leave? I don't even know. Navas is better though. Prem's never dominated Europe. Financially they have. it's only evident by if you look at the world stars, how many of them are in England. I'd say a lot. Most of them are in England. Navas is better at the moment. Top 3 goal of this season. Navas and someone Donnarumma for penalty shootouts. Donnarumma's like one of the best goalkeepers in the last 4 seasons. What's the last 4 seasons, Matt? What's the last 4 seasons? But yeah, I mean, Donnarumma, you don't buy Donnarumma and not start him. He would have assurances he starts. I assume Navas will probably leave somewhere. I could see Navas going to Man U if De Gea left or something like that. I wouldn't be shocked if that sort of transfer. I mean, he's in Europa, and UCL. Yeah, but we're not talking about it though. We're talking about financial power and pulling power of clubs and all this. Like, to be honest with you, if someone has 2 equal bids between Man City and Barcelona, where are you going when Messi leaves in a couple of years? You go to Man City. I think even now you'd be tempted to go to Man City, even if Messi was there. I mean, obviously you'd love to play with Messi, but when Messi goes, you know for a fact Barca are going downhill. Prem dominant in European comps. Yeah, I mean, recently we have been, for sure. Still think Barca have pulling power over everyone. I wouldn't agree with that. Financially, Barca are just running themselves into the ground to get these players. That's not necessarily pulling power. That's financial stupidity of buying people with 500k a week wages. Like Griezmann they had to pay Griezmann 800k a week to turn up to Barca. Like, come on. That's just absurd. As it's painful to watch. Big Haz, welcome back to his dream. He'll go PSG and make Neymar stay. Who will go PSG? Who are we talking about? Who will go PSG? I'm guessing you're not saying Messi, Owen. But anyway, let's have a look at where we predicted this Group B to be. I mean, let's line up the actual Euro. So what was actually Group 1? Group A finished. Group A finished where? Italy, Wales, Switzerland. So we got 2 right. 50%, chat, isn't too bad. I'll take 50%. I'll take Italy and Switzerland. Switzerland came for obviously 3rd place. Wales and Turkey mixed up. I mean, I think I had Wales down as losing most of their games. In fact, it was Turkey that lost all their games. I mean, Turkey were a shambles, though, weren't they? I'm sorry, Big Haz. What do you think went wrong, though? Big Haz, you're the Turkey expert. Come on in. What went wrong? What went wrong for Turkey this tournament? Big Haz. Lack of players gelling? Over expectations? It wasn't a tough group. Really, I mean, on paper, it wasn't a tough group. What do you think went wrong? As a Turkish supporter, what do you guys think went wrong? Because I don't really know. Because a lot of people had them down as going through. My answer's quite long. If you have a minute to read it, I'll read it for sure. I'll definitely read it. Yilmaz, I don't know, mainly played well for Lille this season. Yeah, but it's different. That's incomparable though, because Lille probably played different to Turkey. I don't watch either side really. You can't pin all your hopes on Yilmaz, can you? You can't. If you pin all your hopes on Yilmaz, I know he had a great season, but you can't pin all, even like Harry Kane. Harry Kane wasn't carrying England. No striker really carried a nation, did they, chat? This tournament. I'm trying to think. No striker carried a nation this year. Because Belgium weren't really carried by Lukaku. Lukaku was excellent. I can't really think. Patrick Schick, maybe you could argue that for Czech Republic, but Czech Republic were good. Czech Republic were good though as a team. They were a good team. Tactics, possibly. They relied on the 30-year-old man Lewandowski, even though they're terrible. He couldn't carry them to nothing. There was nothing to carry towards. They finished bottom, didn't they? No player really carried. That's what I think as well. Let me turn on the music. I feel like a little bit quiet without the music in the background. I'll turn it on and have it a little bit quieter. Just as a little bit of ambiance. Let's have a look here. If Turkish players had a lot of qualities and are ranked at 8 out of 24 teams in total market value, only thing to blame is the manager. Does not prepare the team well. Very prominent Turkish foot pundit, probably best in Turkey. What is after Wales, Switzerland defeat? National team received 4 points from France in the 2020 qualifiers, but Netherlands 4, 2 in the regions 3 in the World Cup qualifiers. Players like Yilmaz, Zizic and Selik from Lille. Suyuncu from Leicester, Yokosu from West Brom, Calhanoglu and Demiral. All these players are mentally 100% ready. Highlight of excellent tactical training issued by such European clubs. Top European clubs' level of training had helped Turkey beat nations in qualifiers during domestic seasons. From this month's break from domestic football, the manager had awfully prepared national team, no tactical game plan, awful conditioning and training, extremely low mental and physical capabilities to win the game in the Euros. As a result, Turkey provided a game plan definitely the worst out of 24 teams competitions. So you think it lies straight solely down to the manager? You think it was solely manager? Interesting. Morata and Torres carried Spain. Ronaldo, did he carry them though? Did he carry Portugal? Did they carry Portugal? Having no discipline, tactical game plan at all. If our keepers below average, they can see about 5 to Italy, 4 to Wales, and 5 to Switzerland. Ukraine, Germany, Denmark, 2 versus Ukraine, 1 versus Germany and Denmark. Who else got close to Lewandowski for his country compared to Sterling, etc. Yeah, but it's not a carry though, is it? Lewandowski didn't carry Poland, because if he carried Poland, they wouldn't have finished bottom on 1 point. That's the thing people are saying. There's no one that really carried a nation this year. I agree with Matt. No one really carried. Connor, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Daz, I'd say so. You can't carry someone to the bottom of the group. Yeah, I would agree, because if he's not there, they're bottom anyway. Carrying somebody is like... There's not even an example for the Euros. I'm trying to think in the league. In the league, who has carried someone? Oh, I'm trying to think. In a way, I'd say Payet, West Ham, 2016 season. See Portugal 2016. Bruno, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Poland finished below Slovakia. Yeah, they were terrible this tournament. Anyway, Group B. Let's have a look at what you said for Group B, chat. Kane carried Spurs. That sort of thing, yeah.
Right, Group B.
Let's have a look.
Belgium get top, but let's be honest here. I'm going to be honest.
Genius, Sam. You're a genius.
I don't think Belgium will do that well. I don't think Belgium nail it. Let me turn the music off, actually.
Turn the music off, Sam.
I don't think Belgium do that well this year. I really don't. I think their defence is quite poor. Their attack is good, but also remembering Hazard as being in prime Hazard at Chelsea, where he's scoring goals for fun.
Yeah. I did slate Hazard. I'm correct.
De Bruyne
Stop talking now. I want to hear so you come second. Come on.
Carry that team for them.
Come on.
Who else they've got attacking threat-wise?
I don't care.
God knows. God knows if I was Russia.
God, I had to have put Denmark second, haven't I, chat?
I'm going to go
I must have.
Denmark second.
Oh, yes.
Russia third, Finland fourth.
Sam, you're a genius. You're a genius, Sam. What did I get right in that one? Oh, Finland and Russia were the other way around. It was goal difference separated the sides. Goal difference separated them. To be honest with you, that's almost a spot-on prediction. Yeah, I am wearing the exact same T-shirt as a month ago. That is correct. I'm somehow wearing the same T-shirt. It wasn't planned. Don't know how. Ali Esse is the best in Turkey of country, and it'll make a lot of sense. So you think it was down to managerial performance? Is that what you think? Yeah, I thought Russia would come third. Who was the wins against for Finland and Russia? So Finland beat Denmark 1-0. Oh, of course. Of course, it was the game with the incident, wasn't it? And Russia beat Finland 1-0. So yeah, just goal difference separated them really. Obviously, that 4-1 loss to Denmark that Russia had basically put them bottom. Obviously, Belgium beat Finland. Belgium won 3 out of 3 games. Yeah, I didn't expect Finland to beat Denmark really, but they did. So obviously, the circumstances around that. It's not an excuse. I'm not saying... I mean, I can't believe you get through a group second place with 3 points. Denmark won 1 game all groups and came. That was an awful group if you think about it. That group was awful. Imagine coming second in your group and with 3 points. That is poor. That is, especially with Russia and Finland there. I feel like Denmark in the group. I mean, obviously we can give them some leeway, obviously, of what happened. But you know, Finland were going to beat Russia. That's what I thought. Did you watch it? Just about. I think so. Yeah, chat. You watch it in the meantime, I hope. Sam getting annoyed watching himself. Sympathy for us, chat. I assume Eriksen's retired, right? I think he can't play in Italy ever again. He can't play in Italy again. I think Italy is not allowed to. I think the rules in Italy state that you can't. I'm pretty sure that you can't have any sort of pacemakers or heart issues at all in that league. So I think like Daley Blind, he couldn't play in Italy if he wanted to because of obviously I think he has. Daley Blind has a similar to Eriksen, doesn't he? He has like a pacemaker type of thing, but it's not a pacemaker, but it's kind of like a pacemaker. I think Daley Blind has that. So yeah, he's back in Milan for medical tests to see if he can play again. Not officially, depends on his medical tests. You kind of think so, just retire there, wouldn't you? Milk, you're a disgrace. Get out right now. This is a Euro stream. We're looking back at our predictions. Let's talk about the rest of the stream, Milk. Any more of that, you're out. Welcome back, though. How you doing? Got a pacemaker in his heart, why risk it? Yeah, I think he should just... I mean, it's obviously no one else's business. It's no one else's opinion. But yeah, you kind of think you just wouldn't risk it. But I thought this back in when Fabrice Muamba had the same incident happen to him. Apart from being in hospital, if you're gonna have a heart attack or something happen like that, the safest place is probably a football pitch, a professional football pitch, because there's medical specialists all over, an ambulance waiting for you. Like imagine you're in the street; those few minutes could be like life or death. He was, I say, lucky. He was lucky that it happened when he was playing football. I mean, playing football could have triggered it, of course, but like if that's in training, it could have been a lot worse. Or if that was somewhere else, it could have been a lot worse. So you're kind of thankful that it happened when he was playing with all these medical specialists and all this equipment near him, rather than somewhere else. Internal defibrillator, I think. Young Delhi over Foden. Are we talking MK Dons Delhi or are we talking Spurs season Delhi? It's probably safer now. There are more measures in place for it. Yeah, I'd say so. Just look at Declan Rice's value on transfer market. Guy valued at 70 million euros. That's a bargain. Undervalued, IMO. Undervalued. Declan Rice, 70 mil. Bargain.
Who's not finished anything yet.
Give me double that and that's a value. That's a value.
Why are they
So we once again predicted the most popular in Group B. In Group C, we would have put surely Holland first, right? Holland or Netherlands first. Austria seconds.
I think North Macedonia.
Ukraine third and Macedonia fourth. Was that the correct one? We're just a genius. We are just so good at predicting football matches. We are just so good. We had Holland down as winning, Austria second, Ukraine third, North Macedonia fourth. Now this is what annoys me about thinking about the tournament, right? What annoys me is if every group went how it should have gone, England would have had a tougher route to the final. But everyone said how easy England's route to the final was, sorry. Yeah, in reality, all these other teams fouled, basically. So, I mean, I wouldn't say England's route was easy. 29 days scored 20 seasons and 18 in the Prem. Is that good? Don't follow Premier League to extent there was Turkish football match a day here and then. I mean, yeah, Milk, you're the 10th person to say I'm wearing the same shirt. Do you want me to change my shirt? Is that what you want? No, Declan Rice is incredible, Big Has, and I'm not being biased here. I'm not being biased. You might say I am. I do not care if you think I am. Please do change your shirt. It's weird. I've not changed shirt. I've just put a hoodie on. There you go. Happy now, chat. Why is this curtain trying to attack me every single minute of the day? Go away. Anyway, where was I? Declan Rice. Yeah, Declan Rice. I mean, the way he played in the Euros final, which I'm sure you all saw, is like that match is probably what like 90% of his ability does week in, week out for West Ham. Like he's incredible. Declan Rice. If you don't know how Declan Rice is incredible, I'm not sure football is for you unless you haven't watched him, of course. Is Declan Rice top 10 CDMs in the world? In all honesty, I would argue so. I would definitely argue so. Irish guy said Yazabal will be 20 mil for signing for West Ham. The bloke's valued at 70 mil. You could have said your hair is great. Yeah, I could have done, but it's fine. No, I would say Declan Rice is top 10. Top 10, yeah. There's not a question for me. It's not even a question. The more I think about it, in terms of Premier League, we're talking top 3 in the Prem. We're talking easy top 5 in the Prem. It's how you value different holding midfielders. In terms of the Premier League this season, last season, even last 2 seasons, Declan Rice has been incredible for the last 2 years. But let's say last season, right? Of last season's performance, I mean, Kante didn't play holding mid for half a year. Ndidi was great. Rodri, Fabinho was poor last season, I'm pretty sure. He played like centre-back for like 5 games as well. Didn't he? Rice last season was top 3 holding mids in the league. Like, not a question about it. England squad's on par with France, much higher quality players than Italy's 23-man squad. Manchester utilised their players, their strengths. Southgate didn't. Did Sancho Grealish plays their potential? I don't think any creative attacking player played to their potential at England. But I'm not sure that was the game plan, necessarily. Like, think about it. Sterling's not really a creator for England. He's more of a goal-scoring option for England, especially it wasn't that tournament for England, for sure. But Mount didn't perform. Foden didn't perform. Grealish didn't really get a chance to perform too much. Who else was it? Sancho didn't even really play. Sancho didn't really play at all. So yeah, I would say England's squad on paper is up there in that tournament. It is, because arguably the Premier League is the best club. It's the best league in the world. So to have all your players from that league, there's going to be some proper quality in that. But would I say, I've just seen a comment there from Matt, Southgate lost the tournament? I wouldn't say that, because there's one thing I'll always say. Looking back on this tournament is one thing. We'll talk about the final in more detail later on in this stream, sorry. But there's one thing I'll always say, is that we were 2 kicks of a football away from the Euros. Now, for a manager to lose the game, like, it was out of their hands. It was out of Italy's hands. It just was. Like, if you think about it, right? In a match, you go 1-0 up. You can bottle it. Of course you can bottle it. But the opposition will always have... If you score in the 3rd minute, the opposition will always have time to attack. That's how football works. Attack one end, attack the other in very basic terms. You're never going to win. You're never going to score early and in a final, and a team never has one chance to score. So football, as a match in 90 minutes, both teams have chances to score. In a penalty shootout, when you're ahead on pens, it is down to you to score the penalties. It is your own fate. It is your hands. It doesn't matter if Italy score their pens. If you score yours, you win if you are ahead in penalty shootouts. We were 2 kicks of a ball away from winning the Euros. It's not about the selection of so-and-so. It's not down to the players' faults that missed the pens. I'm not saying that at all. But we didn't lose the game because of Southgate's tactical selection, because we got to the penalty shootout in which we were ahead. We lost the game on a penalty shootout, not by Southgate being defensive and drawing the game 1-1. Yes, we could have won 2-1, but if we got more offensive, we might have lost the game 2-0 by being counter-attacked. I don't think it was down to Southgate losing that final. I think it was just down to penalty shootouts. We lost it. We were in control of the game. We lost. That's what I think. You might say the tactic was different. Play a different tactic, you lose 3-1. Yes, you can still win a game in 90 minutes. But the only certainty in that whole game that was visible is if you score those 2 pens, we win. That's the only thing you can say. Because football for 90 minutes is unpredictable. You can't predict a match. But for 1 kick, it was 2 kicks. That's what I'm trying to say here. Let's go back to Declan Rice, though. You guys are talking about him. If you ask West Ham fan, of course, going to be put up there. I think a neutral can argue that, though. a neutral can argue Declan Rice is incredible, though. If you watch Declan Rice for a season, you just know that he's incredible. Indeed, he's awful. I wouldn't say that. Fabinho, Kante, Kimmich, Hendo, Rodri, Partey, Casemiro, Busquets, Barella, Kessie, Koke over Rice. Daz, I feel like you just named names without even watching them play football, I feel like. Plus Marquinhos. Interesting. Just check Rice and West Ham senior teams 2015. I'm sure it wasn't as good as a few seasons ago. When did Rice start making headlines for West Ham? This is the difference, right? This is the difference. So, the thing with Rice, he has been good since 2015. Since 2015, he played... Sorry, 2015-16 season. No, 16-17 season, sorry. Under Bilic, he played a bit centre-back. He was naturally a centre-back in the academy. So he played a mixture of centre-back and centre-mid. But now the difference is this year, this last 18 months, is he's had Souček next to him. And when you have a midfield partnership, it makes one that's amazing look so much better. And also, when you have a midfield partnership, you win games. And when you win games, everyone rates a player more than if you lose games. In the relegation battle, Declan Rice stopped us from getting relegated 2 seasons ago. Without Declan Rice 2 seasons ago, we would have gone down. Now, we're in European football. Everyone's going, oh, Declan Rice is good. West Ham are 6th. No, he obviously improved his game, but he was never rubbish before then. This isn't his come through season. This is come through season to people that only look at top half of the football. That's what and I've seen him for 5 years, so I know what he's like. He's been incredible the whole time, but it's more the fact that he's now got a partner that's competent. He wasn't playing with. I mean, listen, I love Noble. I love Noble. Noble's my sweet, sweet prince, but he's not playing with Mark Noble anymore. And when you have someone athletic next to you, you're going to be good. England winning 2-1 on pens has Southgate's fault. Mancini was annoyed he didn't win the game in 90 minutes. Southgate should cancelled. Lucky it went to pens. I don't know, because you can say both teams had chances, couldn't you? But obviously Italy had more. If Pickford wasn't man of the match, would England go to pens? What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Big Haz? Do you mean if Pickford had a poor game, would England go to... If Pickford had a bad game, would it have gone to pens? Probably not, because Pickford made some good saves, but another goalkeeper could have saved the first one. You never know. You never know. When Jorginho missed, I thought he won. When Jorginho missed the penalty, I genuinely welled up. I tell you now, I'm way behind in chat, by the way, guys. I'm reading all the comments, though. When Jorginho missed that penalty, I genuinely welled up. Genuinely. Because I said in the stream the other day, I saw a tweet by Max Rushton. You guys might know who he is. He's like a TV radio presenter in England. And he put a tweet out about, because that England player died the game before the final, I think, or game before the semi-final. Game before the final, that England player died. And he put a tweet out as like, share your memories of who you would love to have seen the final of the Euros. And I was thinking about my grandparents for like the whole last couple of days of the tournament. I was thinking, come on. Because one of my granddads loved cricket. And the year after he died, England won the Cricket World Cup. And I was thinking, I cried when we won the Cricket World Cup just because he would have loved to have seen it. And I was thinking, right, okay, the Euros, come on, the Euros, something's going to happen here. And we get to the final, it goes to pens. I'm literally looking up at the sky at this stage. I'm not a spiritual person. You can tell I'm not like a spiritual person. But I believe in something. I believe in something, right? So I looked up at the sky and I just looked and I thought, right, okay, something's going to happen here. And the commentator, and the penalty shootout happens. We score, they miss something, and this could be it. And then Jorginho steps up. And I'm thinking, oh God, if we save this, we've won it. If we save this, we've won it. I look up. Jorginho saves it rather. I almost cry. I can feel my eyes welling up. And I'm thinking, right, Saka, he's got to score this. And I remember I remember like when he missed, I just slumped back and I just thought, right, that's it. I'm beyond caring now. Like after that had finished, the way we'd lost, I just thought, yeah, this wasn't meant to be. And that's why I wasn't annoyed or angry of us losing. That's why I got over it quite quickly, because it wasn't meant to be. If this was West Ham,
I wouldn't be having a conversation about it. You guys know I don't even like talking about the 2006 FA Cup final. Like, that's how it goes. That's what I'm like. But yeah, with England, I was like, oh, okay, Sarah. If it happened, it happened. It didn't. Obviously, I was ecstatic had been won. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I was impressed by what I saw in the tournament of Rice. Yeah, Rice was incredible the whole tournament. I'm not sure why people think otherwise. It's where people see a midfielder and not going forward and think, why is he not progressive passing? Why is he not running down the wing? Why is he not having long shots? It's like, well, you're an idiot. Southgate's clearly told him not to because he does it for West Ham all the time. He's obviously told him not to. We didn't concede from open play with Declan Rice and Phillips. You don't get to a final with an average midfield. You don't. That's not how football works. You get found out at least once. Is he a West Ham Academy player? Yeah, he was kicked out of Chelsea at like a young age and came to West Ham, and he's unbelievable. Makes sense, play a youngster against a quality player. Youngster will improve dramatically. Been proven in every football league in the world. Yeah, he has games where he just literally is unbelievable. So that's why they're replacing Nikola Grujic upgrade. Is that from Liverpool, right? I guess. Great captain as well, yeah. He's basically our club captain now. Obviously, Noble's retiring coming into the season. Oh, so West Ham's kit has been announced, right? West Ham's kit has been announced. And Noble's no longer the centre man on the posters. It was kind of sad, you know. It was kind of sad. Right, Noble's been pushed out wide on the poster, and I kind of thought that is sad. It's a lovely kit though. I'll show you guys the kit now. Actually, let me read the comments first, and then I'll have a look. Jackson, great leader on and off the pitch. I was on the verge of tears. Agreed. 7'9" on the road, other ideas. I enjoyed the penalties in my whole heart, mainly when my other two friends were supporting England, I was supporting Italy. As of winning mentality, I don't celebrate equalising. Was such a bad pen. Yeah, the 3 pens were bad. I mean, Rashford didn't keep it the wrong way, just didn't hit the target. I didn't concede the great free kick in an Italian fluke, to be fair. That's the thing. Like, we didn't concede from open play, which, if you think about it, we didn't actually lose a game of football on football. In terms of football minutes, we were behind for we were behind once the whole tournament. We defended very well, and it's down to not only defenders but the holding midfielders in Phillips and Rice. Phillips had some dodgy moments, whereas Rice was really consistent. Yeah, I'd agree with that. There was a couple of dodgy spells for Rice in games. Rice wasn't faultless. Rice wasn't 10 out of 10. But he had a 10-minute spell. First 10 minutes versus Germany was all over the place, but after that 10 minutes of Germany, he was incredible. And the same with Italy. He was incredible versus Italy. He was our best player, and I still feel like we shouldn't have subbed him off. Donnarumma will outdo Buffon's legacy. Is that like Henderson and Gerrard, Andy? As a Welshman, I'm very happy to see that penalty shootout. Ros, welcome back to the stream. Breaking news from Vatche close on Paulinho. Imagine this, mate. Paulinho, Luis Gustavo, Ozil. Interesting. It's kind of a has-been midfield, though, isn't it? I don't watch them, but surely it's like a has-been midfield, right? In terms of players, like just teetering on past their prime. Donnarumma's never conceded more than 1 goal in a game for Italy. Played 33 times for them. Will you take Ozil at West Ham? God knows, probably not. Probably not. But let's have a look at West Ham's kit. I'll find it on Twitter. They did tweet it. If you haven't seen it, it's a nice kit. It's very nice. It's basically one of the old school ones. So they've basically just tried to make a classic. Where is it? Where's a good picture? Where's a good picture at? Where's a good picture? Ah, there he is, my sweet boy. My sweet boy Mark. There he is. Big boy Mark Noble. It's a lovely kit, I got to say. I do like it. The Last Dance. Oh, when Mark Noble retires, it'll be such a sad time. Yeah, the thing is with Ozil is that I haven't watched him for a few years. I doubt he's good anymore. I don't know. But I actually really like this kit. It's based on the Di Canio West Ham kit. It's based on this one, basically. So it's very, very similar. As you guys can see, it's very similar to that. The sleeves are the sleeve pattern's a bit longer, bigger. But apart from that, yeah, it's very, very, very similar to that. That's what the whole point of this kit is, basically a Di Canio tribute with a nice collar. I love a collar, to be fair. A collar's nice. I might have to buy 2 of these. Chat. one normal and a Mark Noble one. Maybe with a Europa League stamp on the side. Maybe a Europa League badge on the side, chat. With Mark Noble on the back. Just for old time's sake. And just have it behind me forever. But yeah, the leaked pictures were really bad quality, but the actual picture itself is... The actual kit itself is really nice. I really, really like it. Really like it. Said that Madrid would be the best midfielder of all time. Give you Mega, I was cheering when England got knocked out. Disgraceful, Roz. Disgraceful. Get out right now. FA Cup replays are back. Dude, isn't the League Cup going to 2 legs as well, isn't it? Do you overrate Ozil? 36 assists in his prime, I believe 11-12. Didn't that's correct. To have a chance. Did I show you Transformers News kit? You did, Haz. You did. Aston Villa jersey. Yeah, Matt's about Burnley, but if any claret and blue kit is another club's, then no club can make a kit. That kit is grim. Bondi, you're a disgrace. In fairness, I did start to like Phillips and Rice. Look how good they were. Yeah. The thing is, as you guys probably know, I didn't really rate Phillips before the tournament too much. But he has changed my opinion a little bit, which is hypocritical of me because people didn't rate Rice and I was annoyed by them, but it's probably the same with Phillips. But whenever I've seen Phillips play, he hasn't been good against West Ham. But he was really good for England. Whether he played up or not, I don't know. But he was good. It's so funny looking at Ozil's assist stats in Germany, insane spike and really good at Arsenal. Does it annoy you that there are 2 other teams with that same kit in the league? No, it doesn't really. It doesn't really, to be honest with you. Matt, I would say does it annoy you that you stole AC Milan kits, but you never play them in Europe, so it doesn't really matter. Let's get on to Group D, shall we?
I think they come.
Group D is the big one.
I guarantee there'll be the same group up.
We nailed it. We nailed it though. This one was perfect.
It's so easy,
This one was perfect.
it can't be like this. There's got to be
That was a
one
perfect
thing.
prediction. This one.
Like Ukraine somehow topped this group or something.
Can we not talk about Ukraine being
Okay,
top?
I'm actually going England.
I was so close to this being right as well.
I'm going Croatia bomb. Actually,
But I was
I
so
don't rate
close to this being right.
I don't rate Croatia at all.
I was so close to Croatia being fourth.
England goes.
I think I actually...
Czech
The
Republic-
logic was there. Genuinely, the logic was there. The logic was genuinely there. Like, Croatia weren't that good that tournament. Croatia weren't that good that tournament. They really weren't. Croatia were, I would argue Scotland... I mean, listen, if Scotland had beaten Croatia, which they definitely could have done, then it would have been it was one game away from being correct. And Czech Republic should have come second. Czech Republic should have come second. They only didn't go second through goals for. If they had scored one more goal, they would be second. They came third on goals for, and that was because Scotland was so bad in the last game. They lost 3-1. It was all Scotland's fault. I was so close. Croatia were class. Oh, grow up. What are you on about? Croatia were class. Disgraceful opinions. Disgraceful opinions all round from you children. Don't expect anything different, to be fair. Don't expect anything different. Honestly. Croatia were not class. I think that is the best prediction possible. Look at David Moyes just sat here casually.
Scotland,
classic.
to beat England.
Classic David Moyes.
They may get a draw against us.
See, I said
That could push them confidence.
Scotland would get a draw against us.
Just remembering.
Let's go through the rest of this group.
Yeah.
But I actually think Czech Republic were very, very good this tournament. And I would say Croatia are terrible.
No one.
Simple as.
No one. Like, I'm not having.
Modric go on a tournament against Scotland? God, no. God, no. No. No, Modric is not goal of the tournament. No. Who is saying goal of the tournament, chat? Who is saying goal of the tournament? The technique in his goal was class. Yeah, technique on most goals are good, though. Correct answer, Andy and Daz. I'm taking this hoodie off because it is too hot. Yeah, there's no way. Was there an official goal of the tournament, chat? Was there an official one? Was there an actual winner or not? Did they actually give an award out for it? I feel like they don't. I feel like they don't give out awards for goal of the tournament. They should, but I'm not sure they even gave out. I don't know if they gave one. I don't know if they actually gave an official one. It should have been. I know that Ronaldo's one was nominated for it or debated about it. I don't think Ronaldo's was as good as Patrick Schick. Patrick Schick's goal was sublime. Sublime. Dubravka won goal of the comp. Yeah. The nominations were revealed. Yeah. Let's have a look here. Oh. Patrick Schick wins goal of the tournament. Oh, I can't show that. Not meant to show that. Not meant to show it. Luka Modric, Insigne, De Bruyne, Ronaldo, Morata, Damsgaard, Yarmolenko, Chiesa. Yarmolenko's goal was good. Damsgaard was brilliant. Morata's, don't remember Morata's. Was that the one recently keeping the wrong way? How is that? How's that nomination for goal of the tournament? How's that a nomination? I don't get how that's a nomination. Ronaldo's was nice. De Bruyne was good. Insigne's was nice. Modric was nice. But yeah, it's not a debate to be had. Not a debate. The winner was Patrick Schick. It had to be. If Kane's volley went in against Ukraine, wouldn't have won it still. Patrick Schick's won it. Everyone knew. I think everyone stopped trying to score nice goals. They knew they wouldn't win it. That's my theory. Yeah, no one was going to beat Patrick, was they? Right, Group E.
Going through top two. I'm going out of the ordinary.
Yeah, that was a terrible prediction from those people. Definitely not correct. Definitely not correct for that. But I just think Croatia are terrible. And if someone has them to do well in the World Cup next year, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. If you think they'll do well in the World Cup next year, you're a clown. There's zero chance they get out of their groups unless they have an easy group. Say it now. I'll say it in a year's time.
I think we're kind of in agreement here.
Spain, Poland, Sweden. Oh God, yeah, that didn't work. That wasn't the one. That wasn't good. This was the worst group prediction, Group E. I think Group E was a bad one. You know, I don't just rely on Modric. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they rely on Modric at all. Depends how Modric plays this year. No, I think they just won't. They just won't. I just don't know what it is with Croatia. They're massively overhyped due to the World Cup last year. They really are. I think they're just massively overhyped. People need to get over the fact that the 2018 World Cup was 3 years ago. They've got class players, nowhere near other nations though. Nowhere near other nations. But yeah, Group E was a bit of a shambles, chat. I will say that.
That's what I'm thinking.
I will agree.
That's my thoughts for it.
I will agree it was a bit of a shambles. Spain, Poland, Sweden, Slovakia. I just thought Lewandowski might have been able to carry them a little bit, and I thought Sweden would be kind of poor, and I thought Slovakia would just flop. Turns out that just wasn't the case. Slovakia actually beat Poland, and from that moment I knew that it was going to be terrible for this prediction. That's when I knew it would be terrible. Didn't apply Lewandowski tax to the group. That is true. That's true. No, I think
in the Swedish squad he is, isn't he?
I think it was actually the most popular pick. This order. Am I going to show the most popular pick or not? No, I'm not. Can I show the most popular pick, please? I guess we'll never know. I'm going to say it was the most popular pick. Leicester, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Italian crash was beautiful, final played. And sorry for the insults you made. 3 players in England, excellent talents of English football. Yeah, agreed with that. Agree with that. Welcome to the stream, Les. How you doing? Yeah, it's just a very vocal. You say minority. It shouldn't be a percentage at all of population. It shouldn't be anyone. But yeah, it's disappointing. The thing is, I'm not going to get into it too much because I don't think I'm in the position to comment on all these issues, because I'm not a what's the word? What's the word? I've not been discriminated against. What's the word I'm looking for? Whatever that is, I'll think of it in a second. But yeah, everyone knew it was going to happen. That's the thing. Everyone knew it was going to happen. That there'd be racism. It was just obvious. Obvious it was going to happen, and that's the sad thing about it. Everyone knew it was going to happen. Why were England fans beating up Italy fans for losing? It's just this country, though, isn't it? It's just people that are idiots, uneducated idiots, that when they're drunk can't contain themselves, can't handle themselves in an appropriate manner, and just let a lot of people down. It's just it's a great England works on a pack mentality. If you've never been to England, or you've been to England, or if you've been to England or you live in England, you know what I mean. People on their own, in the general scale of things, people on their own in England are just normal people in the general scheme of things. But I say a lot of people in England, when in a group, I don't know if it's different with other cultures, because I haven't lived abroad, or I've not really been elsewhere. But in England, when people are in a group, it just goes mental. It's just like it's a lot of people my age or older, people like 25 age, they're just so insecure they like to try to impress people. That's the sort of culture there is in this country. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Jamie, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I'm not Spanish. Hola. I do speak Spanish. From school, but I'm not fluent. Hablo inglés. In groups, they're weapons. Yeah, it's not a shock how England fans behaved. It really isn't. Show us your Spanish skills. I actually perfected my GCSE oral exam in Spanish. I know how to say normally in the winter I sit in my house and navigate the internet and play video games. That's what I perfected. You speak and write English very badly. No worries, Jamie. No problem at all. Welcome to the stream. You flopped your speaking exam hard. Well, in my exam in Spanish, I finished the listening exam just before the tape finished itself. Because listen, if you guys know what it's like in listening exams, right? They try and trick you, which is the whole point of it, right? So there's questions like, so and so goes for a picnic, and it's like, what does he take on this picnic? Baguettes, pizza, burger, chips, whatever, right? So when you're in an exam, you're listening, you're a bit nervous as well with a Spanish exam. And the tape will say something like, I went for a picnic, I did not have pizza, I did not have burgers, I had so-and-so and this. So you hear the word for burger, you're like, right, it's burger. But you don't listen to the word saying not before or after it. So it's just a con. And I didn't do amazingly in the written, but I passed my Spanish. I can understand it. I can understand and speak it. I just can't. So I can read it and speak it, but I can't really listen to it and translate very well. I'm not a very listening translator. Yeah, if someone wrote a general sentence in Spanish, I could probably get the gist of it or understand it for sure. But anyway, welcome to the stream, Jamie. Welcome to the stream if you're new around here, guys. Exclamation mark YouTube, exclamation mark Twitter. Get following me on Twitter and everything else like that. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. Bentedos. Bentedos.
Save me with Arabic. Interesting. Speaking is the worst. I hate speaking. I hate speaking.
I've seen enough of the Star Boys at
Si, senor, give the ball to Bobby and he'll score. Football. Anyway, Group F, I think we all had very similar. Did I nail this one? I don't know if I nailed this one. France, Portugal, Germany, and Hungary. Okay, I got the middle two mixed up, but it was a very, very close group. We all know that. We all know it was a close group right down to the wire. I would have loved for Hungary to have gone through. I would have loved for Hungary to have gone through there. And of course, the. So who were the best fourth place teams, chat? They'll be different to mine, won't they? Because of course my predictions were different. But I put going through Sweden, Germany, Ukraine, and hopefully Switzerland. Hopefully I put Switzerland going through. I assume I put Switzerland going through, right? That's a random thumbs up. I must have done. I did. So actually, I think I nailed every single group going through the knockouts apart from Croatia. I think I nailed everything but Croatia at the end of the day. I was fantastic at that. I'm actually quite happy with that group stage predictions. I pretty much got it nailed on. Spot on. Teams went through were Ukraine, Czech, Switzerland and Portugal. Yeah, so we were pretty good. In terms of a whole with what teams qualified, we only got Poland's, Croatia wrong, I think. It was Belgium and Sweden went through. Austria, Italy went through. Now this is where you can't really get your predictions right because obviously we had different ones actual what actually happens. But we had a France-England final, and you guys mocked me for having England in the final. And at one stage, I did say Italy could beat France. I did have Italy going into the final at one stage, but I turned it back. So let's have a look at what I predicted. So Germany, I had Turkey going through. Obviously, Germany would beat Turkey. I had England beating Germany. I'm pretty spot on with that. I'm pretty spot on with England beating Germany. Just around earlier than usual. Any other teams play? Did Italy play Belgium? Italy didn't play Belgium, did they? Italy played Spain, I know that for a fact. But we were very close to. We had Spain losing to England. We were pretty good in terms of tournament. We got one of the finalists right. We had Italy going down at one stage, which changed it. I mean, I definitely think England would have beaten France had we played them. You know, why not? Why wouldn't they? Is the question I have. And I think for top goal scorers, what did I say for top goal scorers? Let's have a look.
That changes the whole game. Poland did the video, or England if
Oh,
the Great
very
Goal
big.
Hunting campaign is on. But my player of the tournament is going to have to be, I'm going to say Paul Pogba. I mean,
Oh God, you idiot! What's wrong with you?
I think France got a very
Who said Paul Pogba? Who said Paul Pogba? Not me. I didn't say it. That was someone else. I didn't say Paul Pogba player tournament. To be fair, he did play well, Daz. You're right. Daz, you're right. He did play well. He did play well. He did play well. João Felix is talented, but the physicality of Lisa Simpson. Immobile masterclass 2-1. I did, didn't they? They did, didn't they? Yeah, of course they did. Belgium played Italy in the quarters. So I actually got Belgium Italy in the quarters right. To be fair, I think Paul played well when he played. That game versus, was it Hungary? When you scored that banger? Who did you score that banger against? Who did you score that goal? No, Switzerland, sorry. Sorry, chat, Switzerland. He played well in the tournament. I'd say if they had beaten Switzerland, they probably could have reached a final or whatever. He could have been a contention for it. I think he played well.